Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Let me tell you, this year so far has been very weird with updates, right? And by this year, I mean Cold War, not actually like 2021, obviously. But man, like y'all know the drill with Taco Tuesdays being update days. It's a whole celebration every single week, right? But Treyarch keeps tossing up these little mini updates here and there in some really weird ways. Sometimes they're on a random day of the week, sometimes they include patch notes, sometimes they don't. Earlier on this week, we got a pretty interesting one that we're going to be going over here today. Plus, we also got a brand new piece of content teased and even more. So as we go through everything today, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new to the channel or if you're not already subscribed, I am always covering everything going on in COD. From news to intel to updates, you name it, you're going to find it all right here on the channel. So feel free to subscribe and maybe even turn on those post notifications. Also, if you want to stock up on anything from G Fuel, you guys already know Code Immortal has got you covered. Of course, back in 2020, we launched the Immortal G Fuel Shaker Cup, one of the coolest things I've ever been a part of, and this year, who knows what could happen. If y'all keep crushing it with the code usage, we could definitely go even bigger and better, and of course, that link is down below. Now, first and foremost, let's talk about this update, because it was definitely a very strange one that kind of came out of the blue. So back on New Year's Eve on the 31st, it seemed to be just another normal Thursday. I wasn't expecting any changes or anything like that because, of course, everyone who works on COD is out of the office for the holidays. But lo and behold, we ended up getting a brand new store refresh, which featured a pretty major piece of content, or I guess two major pieces of content for Season 1. So we ended up getting the Tracer Pack Bulldozer Operator Bundle, and obviously this one comes with the Iron Giant himself, Bulldozer. Also, shout out the Iron Giant. Great movie, by the way. But this is operator number 2 out of 3 for Season 1, so you can now unlock him for Cold War and Warzone through this bundle. This also comes with the Monstrous Envy Tac Rifle Blueprint. This one is for the M16, and it comes with the SFOD Speed Grip, the 60-round mag, the Serpent Wrap, the Cobra Red Dot, and then also the Duster Stock as well. It also has the Headache Shotgun Blueprint for the Howler. This one comes with the Flash Muzzle, the Forged Barrel, the Spotlight Laser, the 7-round tube, and then finally the Drop Shot Wrap. And both of those have the monstrous green tracers, as they're called. Then this bundle also has the heavy-handed melee, aka the sledgehammer melee weapon. More on this here in just a second though, because it does function kind of weird. But then we also get a watch, a finishing move, a charm, and then finally an emblem, all for 2,400 COD points. There were also a few other store bundles added in at the same time. For instance, the photo finish one, and then also the fatal frostbite one as well. And to be honest, those don't really have anything too out of the ordinary. But going back to the sledgehammer melee weapon, as we know, this, alongside the Wakizashi sword and then also the Street Sweeper shotgun, were all glitched out before, and you could actually unlock them in Warzone and then use them in Cold War, when obviously none of them were officially released. But it seems like if you did the challenge for the sledgehammer, which if you didn't know, needs you to get 2 or more rapid kills with the knife in 15 different matches, the Cold War knife, by the way, then your tracking is actually going to bug out and it won't actually unlock for you now. I assume that's going to be fixed because I would say that's on them for it glitching out before, not on you for doing the challenge early. At least that's my stance on the matter. But yeah, just naturally unlocking the sledgehammer seems to be busted if you unlocked it before. But if you really want it, you can just purchase this bundle with Bulldozer and you'll gain access to it right away. So that was pretty much the whole mini update from this past week. Just a random store refresh that featured 2 pretty big pieces of content for Season 1. Obviously 2 things that were featured on the roadmap in the Sledgehammer and then also the Bulldozer Operator. But we didn't get any other changes. No patch notes, no weapon tuning, no playlist updates, nothing like that. Now, moving on, this past week also brought another surprise in the form of a brand new update teaser from Treyarch, as they tweeted out on New Year's Eve, RIP 2020, here's to a hell of a year in 2021, with the image of, lo and behold, Tombstone Soda. So literally out of nowhere, Treyarch teases that we're getting a brand new perk or elemental soda in Zombies soon with the addition of Tombstone. Now we all know Zombies hasn't gotten a ton of post-launch content so far. For Season 1 we got the D Machine reskin with the holiday decorations and then also the Jingle Hells mode. Plus we're also set to be getting the Cranked mode at some point during the season as well. That's not like huge Zombies content, right? You know, those aren't major updates. We do know for sure we're getting a new Zombies map in Season 2. That's currently set to launch around February 23rd and or 24th. So it's going to be a while before we get that major update for Zombies. However, it seems like this is going to be an update that we get sooner than that. At least in my mind, it would seem weird for Treyarch to tweet about this and then not have it introduced into the game for almost 2 months. So if I were to guess, this could be an additional update that we're going to see with the mid-season patch that should be happening sometime this month, considering that's when the whole mid-season mark for Season 1 is going to take place. And not to mention, this also opens up the doors for some other surprise updates and content drops with this patch as well. I mean, we can expect some of the main content to drop with the mid-season update. Most likely we'll have things like the Street Sweeper shotgun and probably the Sanatorium map for Fireteam, but who knows, we could also see some changes like zombies camos finally being added into Warzone, or other things like that that we kind of know are coming, but they haven't been officially announced in the way of any set schedules. Also, for anyone wondering, forgot to mention it earlier, Tombstone was a perk back in Black Ops 2. It was available on Transit, then I think also Town as well, if I remember correctly. And this allowed you to actually regain your perks and weapons if you died, then you dropped the Tombstone power-up when you were downed. And now it appears to be the very first DLC Elemental Soda that we're going to have for this year. Then another future update was actually previewed by Matt Scronce from Treyarch this past week, and this is in response to the MW2 Ghost, a name you've probably heard on the channel before. This was talking about how the final kill cams and the best play scenarios in Cold War are kinda whack because the best things to happen in certain matches aren't always highlighted. And to this, Matt said that they have a design ready for a hybrid system that'll play the best play or the final kill cam in the whole end match play of the game, depending on how the round ends. However, as of right now, there's no ETA on to when this is going to be implemented, and we probably won't get one until they are fully back from the holiday break, which I believe they're going to be back this upcoming week. But yeah, a change to the final kill cam system is coming to, I guess, better highlight the true best plays and or final kill cams, so we're going to have to be on the lookout for that. Then the final thing I wanted to bring up for today was a pretty big new issue that's been going on right now. That is a brand new crashing issue that Xbox Series X players are experiencing whenever they try to load into matches. Right now, Treyarch is aware of it, but again, chances are that we're not going to see any updates here until they are back in the office or back on duty. However, there is apparently a temporary fix. Charlie Intel said that if you press and hold the Xbox button until the whole turn off option shows at the very start of the match, you can actually go into that screen and then back out of it as the game is loading in, and then your game just straight up isn't going to crash. So for the time being, you can do that to continue playing on the Series X if you are experiencing those crashing issues for yourself. But yeah, there you have it. That is what changed in the, I guess you could call it the surprise New Year's update for Cold War, then some new teasers for some upcoming content. And that is going to wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And, of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with pretty much everything going on in COD, from news to intel to updates and everything else in between, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, and Control Freak products, and all of those links can be found down in the description below. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.